I don't really like the way short dresses look.
I want sparkles.
Rhinestones.
I have one with rhinestones already.
I want one with a giant flower made out of just like fabric.
Nice!
Alright guys, we have to set up at the opener, so go there quietly and wait for instructions. Okay, we're gonna take the next 16 counts into the next set. Set. Check. All right, that was good, guys. Let's go get a 3-minute water break now. Damn.
Guessed wrong.
You want some water?
Sure.
So
Okay,
wait,
guys,
when are you guys on?
water break's over. Let's go set up on the 50 and form a horn arc. Down to a concert C. Set. All right, good. Bring it in. So good work this rehearsal, guys. I know it's been a pretty long season. We're probably all pretty tired, but that was our last rehearsal, and finals is on Saturday. Now, Cascade beat us at the last competition, but we can fix that, right? Right?
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
So let's make sure that we're well rested. We don't forget the changes that Nick Benson made, because those are pretty important. And we'll see you on Saturday. Band 10, hut!
Nights!
Band dismissed.
Hurrah!
Jack,
Yes?
what's first position look like?
Well, if you look at this packet right here, you'll see that first position is defined as the stance that we use during halts and at attention. So that means that it makes a 90-degree angle with your feet. Yes, like that.
Thanks, Jack.
No problem, Josh.
Hey Jack, how do I make sure that the kids in the band are marching backwards and sideways correctly?
Well, when they're marching backwards, the beat should always be on the platforms, and that means that you can't roll back on your heels. That's a good way to fall over. And also, marching backwards might feel a little bit different than marching forwards. It's going to feel like they're taking a bigger step, but they actually have to overcompensate to make sure they're staying at an 8-to-5 step. And for slides, slide technique uses a concept called 30-60-90. And that means that their hips should be at a 30-degree angle, their torso should be at a 60-degree angle, and their shoulders should be at a 90-degree angle. So look for that when you're trying to figure out if they're marching correctly.
All right, thanks.
Hey Jack,
Yes?
I was just wondering, like, as a section leader, how do I make sure my kids are at standby correctly?
Well, at standby, they should always be in first position, no matter what instrument they play. But what they do with their upper body depends on what section they're in. So as a section leader, you can define what you want the standby to look like. So for tenor sax, you might want to have the saxophone down like this.
Okay, cool. And then the other question I had was, how do I make sure they're stepping off correctly?
Well, a step off shouldn't feel like you're pulling yourself forward. It should feel like you're pushing with your right foot and then like kind of exploding out and getting a good power into that first step.
All right, cool. Thanks, Jack.
Yeah, no problem.
Jack,
Yes?
what's posture?
Well, posture is defined as how your body should look when you're standing. And that means that your feet should be at first position, your hips should be centered over your ankle bones, your shoulders should be centered over your hips, so it's like stacking kind of. Your head should be high, and your shoulders should be back. and your core should be 25% engaged.
Okay. Thanks, Jack.
No problem, Josh.